So I've decided to say it, and I'm going to do anime you should be watching on YouTube as well. You're welcome.
You're watching Anime Sundays.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Anime Sundays, the show where we talk about anime on Sundays. I am your host, Jared Ross. Like I said, I think I'm just going to keep anime you should be watching on YouTube as well, because I know a lot of you on YouTube are solely watching this show for the anime recommendations. But that being said, let's get right into it! This segment goes out to the anime Bunco Stray Dogs. Bunco Stray Dogs is about a young boy named Atsushi Nakijima who was kicked out of his orphanage, and he runs into a group called the Armed Detective Agency, which is basically a bunch of supernatural detectives in the city solving weird and various cases. The first case that they're trying to solve is the puzzle of this wild blue tiger on the loose through the city, rampaging and killing a bunch of people. The agency somehow kind of entangles Atsushi in the investigation, as I think he believes he might be in danger of the tiger. But of course, big old plot twist, Atsushi turns out to be the tiger, and therefore the agency kind of brings him in as one of their own, trains him, and uses his help to solve other cases. Now, this anime is not your typical anime. For one, I don't think there's a lot of, supernatural ability groups that focus on detective work. I love animes with that city vibe, that Cowboy Bebop vibe, that, gets you involved in the day-to-day city drama. Each character seems to be a little bit more interesting than the next. No one's really too OP, no one's really too weak. Everybody's got their own unique abilities, and they all kind of help in their own way in the agency. Of course, the agency, as you know, has a very lethal counterpart called the Port Mafia, who is just how they sound. A group of gangsters, also with supernatural abilities, who are trying to take over the city, take over the land, and, run this town tonight. If you want to watch Bunco Stray Dogs, all 3 seasons are on Crunchyroll. I have only finished the first one, and let me tell you, it is already one of my favorite kind of city animes out there. Alright, today for Anime Sundays, I will be discussing my top 10 favorite Naruto Jutsus in the entire series. I decided to do a segment like this because, every once in a while I want to talk about something I like, not just something that I've noticed or seen or just know about, but something that I actually have a strong opinion about. So, shall we get started? At number 10, we have the Wind Rasen Shuriken by Naruto. Now, the reason I like the Wind Rasen Shuriken is simple. It was one of the first jutsus that Naruto really developed beyond a normal Rasengan. The Rasen Shuriken's got that spiral to it, got that individual chakra needles flying everywhere, breaking through cells. Very highly advanced jutsu that I was very proud to see Naruto do. At number 9, I have one of Madara's most famous jutsus, the Takai Shinsei, or Shinsei, I don't know how you call it. It's the Meteor Jutsu.
両天秤の構造め少しはやるようになったな
The reason I like this jutsu so much is because the way it was kind of introduced, just showed you how crazy Madara with the Rinnegan was. And even though, the Allied Shinobi Force was able to kind of stop the first one, the fact that Madara could summon 2 of them really made it seem like this jutsu was just one of the top in the series ever. At number 8, I have one of my favorite jutsus from when I was a kid, the 8 trigrams, the Hyuga, hidden secret technique.
8 trigrams! 2 paw! palms. 8 palms. 16 palms. 32 palms. 64 palms.
I was always more of a Neji fan than a Sasuke fan. I always thought he had the cooler Kikagenkai, and you know, was just a better visual prowess user. When he hit that stance on their ass, oh, get right there. 8 trigrams to me will always be one of my favorite jutsus. At number 7, I have to give this jutsu to one of my favorite Naruto villains, Pain. I chose the Almighty Push as my number 7 choice. This was one of the only few jutsus we see destroy an entire village in one move. To me, the Almighty Push is what set the whole tone for that fight, and it just goes down in history as one of the most powerful jutsus. Number 6, I'm not sure exactly what the 4th Hokage's teleportation jutsu is called, as you know he does have elaborate names for his jutsus, but I chose his teleportation jutsu as my number 6. Why? Because I feel like it is really one of the only jutsus that no one else has ever mastered in the Naruto verse. The 4th Hokage to me is the fastest ninja in the Naruto series. The man literally has an ability that no one else can seem to keep up with, and because of it, it has, you know, won many battles for the leaf and gotten him title of Hokage. Number 5, I give this jutsu to my second favorite ninja in the series, the 1st Hokage, with his Deep Forest Emergence. I mean, to me, the 1st Hokage is definitely the greatest wood style user and one of the greatest ninja in the show. Obviously, he's the god of shinobi. Literally can create forests in an instant. He's got his Sage Mode, which is like a giant tree god that can fight with a Susanoo. The 1st Hokage really trademarked that jutsu and made it one of my favorites. Number 4, I gotta give it up to the one and only red beast of the Hidden Leaf, Might Guy, with his jutsu, Night Guy.
このチャクラ認めてやろう。このマダラがお前を最強と呼んでやる。いよ。
The man literally used a technique made from strictly taijutsu that almost killed Sage of Six Paths Madara in one hit. You telling me this jutsu shouldn't go down in history as one of the most dangerous techniques ever? At number 3, my third favorite jutsu of all time in Naruto is none other than the basic summoning jutsu. When I was a kid, I just used to wish I could do it the most. I mean, how cool would it be to just summon a fat ass tiger in your room? Like, what's up, buddy? My guy. In every episode of Naruto where they showed the summoning jutsu, I was excited because there's so many different types of summoning, and it was always so cool to see if they were like really, really big, or just a bunch of them, or just how dangerous it could be to summon something. At number 2, my second most favorite jutsu, I have to give back to Madara Uchiha with his majestic flame destroyer.
カトン豪華滅却
Honestly, the fact that Madara's flame destroyer had to be stopped by damn near half the front lines of the allied shinobi force with their water style just lets you know that, man, the Uchiha clan really is a fire style clan, and they're not to be played with. And at number 1, I gotta give this jutsu back to just the Uchihas in general, man. At number 1, my favorite jutsu in the show of Naruto is none other than the Susanoo.
この完成体スサノーデ
It is probably one of the best parts of a Sharingan. You're just essentially creating a chakra-based giant to fight for you and protect you. Depending how strong your Sharingan is, whether you have the perfect Sharingan or not, will help you develop your abilities as a shinobi. I just feel like if I had no other jutsus or was a ninja and all I could do with the Sharingan was one move, I would pick Susanoo. And there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 Naruto jutsus. I'm sure some of you have many other different jutsus that you prefer over the ones I chose. So please don't be afraid to list some of them below in the comment section and tell me which ones you prefer in your top 10. Alright, y'all, like I said, the next episode you will see me in will be in somebody else's house as I'm taking Anime Sundays on the road. But don't worry, I will still keep up with this good content for you. If you want to see my Versus Mode segment this week and my Let's Talk About It segment this week, once again, follow that Instagram page at AnimeXSundays. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.